Charlie, it be serious on the Tamazuku.
Listen, listen.
$4 million.
Our greatest problem now. That's why I say everybody should be calm. Don't make them feel too desperate. They are more desperate than any of us here because they are afraid. So don't permeate fear.
But you have to be afraid.
But you
haven't done anything wrong.
Money is in your pocket. Why wouldn't you be afraid?
You are good to go if you haven't done anything.
They have to be afraid.
But you must know that accountability is coming.
Of course.
One way or the other. And that one, it's coming. Because then, look, Kwalugu Dam, it's a whole topic on itself.
Charlie.
SML.
Have you heard that story?
It's a whole topic on itself. Their court case. Ambulances is a whole topic on itself. Nurses allowance that hasn't been paid, and the nurse asks Baumia question.
Yes.
It's a whole topic on itself.
But I know it still hasn't been paid.
Look, the problem we have with these programs and a lot and the opposition, we can't keep up. I keep telling this whole thing that every month you get 2-3 major stories. Major. I'm not talking of small issues. Major stories. So before you can exhaust it, a new one has come. Before you can exhaust it, a new one has come. And you ask yourself, we haven't finished SML. We are dealing with court matters. We haven't finished with nurses, monies and this thing. We are having to move to Kwalugu.
You are even dealing with SNET. You have forgotten.
We having hotels matter is also there. So you see, the things are many. And if we talk on one, by the time you are ready, and we don't know what is coming tomorrow. Because what is happening in this country is unbelievable.
Yeah, but also partly your people must be blamed. Your MPs. Your MPs. You are approving people left, right, center.
They approved all the bad
ones. I saw that one. I've just put my about that my head.
They want to approve all the bad ones. They gave us the finance minister who has run away.
No, they've given you an agriculture minister who is interested in buying hotels. Fisheries minister who doesn't understand anything about.
Open their mouth in democracy and say that we won't hand over power.
Charlie, it be serious.
People open their mouth in a democracy, a whole president, and said, "I'm going to do everything possible for me to hand over power to my person."
Listen,
who speaks like this?
Those of you who are respectfully, who are calling the WhatsApp number, please kindly desist from doing that because I cannot pick any call on.
We are in a bad place.
But I've seen a lot of your messages, to which I am going to read.
You must have a segment that you open your phone lines for.
Yeah, the phone line is there today. I don't know whether with your permission I can open because I think people want to vent their spleen.
Let them know that they are okay.
Good morning to you, Kwame. The most painful part is still trying to impose that same comedian who has messed up the economy and destroyed the nation on us. MPP never again. Sammy Aglo Farms, 𝐾𝐅𝐑𝐈𝐍𝐞𝐰. Hi, I'm 𝐾𝐅𝐑𝐿 from Tema, Newtown. Big man / elder sitting on a TV station talking to the public with a sounding name, Pan-Africa, yet using the same platform to campaign for a particular party. The most funny thing is English language is not African language. Say, solve and sustain the country, not your stomachs. Save, hey, my brother, are you even watching the show?
But he hasn't also written in any African language.
He wrote in English. He wrote in English.
Good morning to Pan-African television. Ghana is blessed already. When we answer the question on democracy, we will get things right. The concept of democracy is wrongly understood. Until democracy is redesigned to serve its purpose, our country will bleed forever. Thank you, Walanyo Ajaho. Thank you very much for your message. From Mash Taylor in Yendi. Good morning to KOD and your panel, especially Honorable Alex. Please, I'm always in pain anytime this figure is mentioned. 658.6 billion with nothing to show. With JM's 120 billion, JM and NDC built Ghana, many developed Ghana, let me just say, like expansion of Tamale Teaching Hospital, Tamale International Airport, Eastern Corridor Road, and so on. It's a shame, and yet they are breaking the age with the promise of building special Maserati in the north.
I mean, look, somebody should explain to me. You know, because I was a health minister, you want to build 111 hospitals. You start all at the same time. And as we speak, 7 years, one is not complete. And so I want to understand, If you had taken all that money and built 5,
You'll be okay.
would it not help the country more than 111 sites?
True.
You see,
I don't understand.
do you remember that when we sat here to discuss Agenda 111, are you not referring to Agenda 111? You remember how I described it? You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
I said Agenda 419. It was not feasible.
Yeah.
No!
I made the same statement.
It cannot be.
Even when
start all
it
of
was
the way.
mentioned, I made the same statement. I said, look, we are all interested in developing this country. And it doesn't matter your position in the political divide. You have a responsibility to contribute to nation
But that's the
building.
problem. We
And
think
I
that.
made it clear that this thing wouldn't be possible. Look, I wasn't opposed to the idea, but I
you
was
start
opposed to the
gradually.
yes,
Yeah, the
to the
implementation.
manner. It's not what, it's how.
Good morning to Pan-African TV and our cherished panelists. We need more education on civil disobedience to put us on readiness in case the EC and their cronies attempt to subvert the results of the 2024 December elections. But that's a very valid question.
Yes.
Very, very valid question. They need explanation. Please tell Solo he's doing well for the movement.
Yes.
Kudos to him. Obed from Kumasi sent in this one. Hi, I would love to call. Oh, Charlie, they call, they are open. But this matter, we have to discuss. There's some matter here that we have to discuss before we open the phone line. God save us from MPP. This one says, good morning to you, host. I am Isaac from Wager. I salute my boss, Honorable Alex. Do you know why I don't pronounce? I don't know how you pronounce it. Festival. Okay. Say with that's how I stay away from it. So I don't know how I say with it's fine. So Lord should also join the NDC.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
So Lord. He said, listen, so Lord should also join the NDC now that he has realized what we are telling him. My boss, God bless you. You are a presidential candidate in waiting. Hey, me.
Please.
Oh, I don't know what I said. Okay. It is nothing but state capture. That is why they have no campaign message, but to organize dancing competitions. They have gone against everyone fighting against corruption. MPP must be voted out and NDC made to come in to wrong the right, to right the wrongs. From Mama Tain, why you bits? I hope I got it right.
You know, when I watched that dancing tape, have you seen Theresa May? Was it who was trying to dance in England? she got that bus. She had no beats. So I don't know what went into her, brother.
Good morning to you, Mr. Host. The MPP only came to power to enrich themselves and not to save the good people of Ghana. From Hashim Harun, ambassador. This one says it's from down below from Brimso Apeusika. Attorney General has brazenly intimated and manipulated a witness to provide false testimony in a calculated effort to imprison the minority leader, a troubling abuse of power that raises concern about potential prosecution of others. This offense against political opponents is a grave human rights violation, demanding an independent inquiry to investigate the allegations and punish any wrongdoers, as Attorney General is not above the law and cannot lord over the Ghanaian people with impunity. Regards to Felix Ofotoko, next MP Abra Sebu Kwamankase constituency. Now, that brings me to the next topic, all right? The viewers want to call. Okay, I will provide the chance. But where are you sending? Okay, so you said from Accra, Tema Newtown. I will activate the phone lines, but we need to discuss this matter.
Okay.
AG versus Jakpa. Damis cap is full. We are not going to the merit of the matter. We are only discussing the meat, the ancillaries, all the tangentials.
The meat is more important than the soup.
Okay, then let's go to the meat.
Looking at the soup.
Many people have criticized the Attorney General on different occasions, on many occasions. They have criticized the Attorney General of always distorting facts and acting in ways which is at variance with the rule of law and the office that he serves. So, I mean, Honorable Sekwefi, did this whole unfolding situation come to you as a surprise? Especially when we are in an election year and incarcerating the minority leader is a big political meal for the MPP, and also against the backdrop that it appears people have been blinded to it, but when the NPP assumed power or assumed office, they have always consistently, without fail, acted in ways which distorts or rather shift the minds of Ghanaians from what is relevant to what is not. So, for instance, if there's a matter that comes up, let's say the SML deal, that is the topical issue now that we are all discussing. Then they will come and bring something to come and obfuscate or overshadow, or So, is this also, from where you sit, an attempt to continue to do similar things, even when they know that they've not been able to perform very well?
Coming. As far as I'm concerned, they never saw this.
All right. So please proceed on that tangent then.
The first thing I want to say is I'm very saddened. As a lawyer, I don't want to speak much on it yet because I want the press conference that we have been promised to come out from my political party. And I want to find out what the contents of the tape or recording or whatever actually says. Because that would then put everything in perspective. It might also give us a little bit more detail as to possibly how many meetings or not, as the case may be. But it is grave. It's all I can say at this stage. Because I'll just use myself as an example, practicing law in the UK. If I meet a judge on a bus or on the tube, I nod, he nods. Hello, hello, we don't even say. I don't say, oh, hello, judge, I don't. Because I'm going to appear in his court at some point. Hello, hello. Some people won't even recognize him because when he's in there, he's wearing his wig and his cloak. But he will still take public transport like all of us. So people don't know that he's the judge. But we who know, will know. All we do is we bow, we continue. So even the meeting in the house of a Supreme Court judge, alleged creates, for me, some issues. That is not to say we are in Africa, so don't let me use that. We have families, we go for whatever. But you will never, the reason I'm using that as an example is that you would never discuss a case. You would never, ever. Hello is difficult. How much more, in this case? No. It is not done. You shouldn't be discussing cases with anyone, let alone somebody that is being prosecuted. I meet defendants on tubes and buses. They see me, I'm not, so they know it's me. They'll not, I'll not. Oh, you did well today. Oh, you were too hard on me. I smile. I don't comment. I don't comment. Because that conversation will come up another day. Oh, I met him on the bus and he said, never. If we never spoke, at least I have plausible deniability. You have plea bargaining, yes. You do it with a lawyer in the desk. This is what you write, this and you sit down, you discuss with your lawyer. To meet somebody one-on-one. So we want to see whether that is true or not true. So there are many facets of this case that as a lawyer I'm uncomfortable with. Because in the first instance, I see the Attorney General's department having about 3 shovels, not just one. And every time they open their mouth, they dig the hole deeper. They should quiet. And I'm only saying this because my profession is also at stake. You don't do this. Everybody should sit up and why? What explanation? If you are not giving the full picture, you don't even know what the accusation is. At one point, it was total fabrication. You understand? At one point, it was total fabrication. At another point, it was some is true. At another point, more is true. But you are qualifying what is true. Wait. You are trying to give answers before the question is asked. You understand? Which already, for me, creates a problem in my mind. Because at one point, it was like, oh, Jakpa has made this thing completely up. And we were now going to rely on his word against their word. Now, the person is saying that I'm recorded. Or I have evidence of a recording. So if the person has evidence of a recording, where is that evidence and what is happening with it? And we say that we are going to bring that piece of evidence. Fine. So wait for it. But then now you have confirmed that, oh, there was a meeting. And in that, you've even made the matters worse because you have indicated that the meeting was in some superior court's judge's house.
So there was a meeting.
So there was a meeting.
But what actually even baffles me, and I'm just looking for like, the daily guide to help to assist you expand the argument on that one. So you proceed, I'm looking for it.
So I'm like, hey. So now there's a meeting. And you have also confirmed that there was some talk in that meeting without the person's lawyer, unless you're saying that the judge is his lawyer, to discuss plea bargaining. Hey.
So, you know what happened?
And this is not coming from Jakpa. Jakpa hasn't yet brought the tape. It's coming from the JAG's office. That's why I'm saying that they are digging a hole and they continue to dig. They should stop. They should stop. What are you doing to us as lawyers? We don't do things like that. And you see, for me, based on that statement, at the very least, I'm not talking of, at the very least, he has to recluse himself from the case. At the very least, I'm not going into whether this thing, if this is what the AG department says happened, he must just say that, let my deputy or whatever continue with the case. Me, I'm out, because it doesn't leave a good taste. You see, justice must not only be done, it must be seen to be done. And no matter how you are looking at this matter, unless you are saying, and now the idea is that, oh, it was a plot. And so are you now implicating the judge in the plot or what? Well, so the thing is so grave.
Okay, if you read the Daily Guide report,
yeah.
Okay, that's on page 3 of the
Yes.
Daily Guide.
Yeah.
Ambulance case, secret recordings, plea letters exposed.
Yeah.
That is how they have captioned it. And this is, I think, that this is from the AG's office, because
Yes.
they said that per their sources and things like
Yes.
that. So they are speaking from a place of facts.
Yes.
That's what they say it is.
Yeah.
Now, if you read this paragraph, and Honorable, because you're a senior lawyer, it's important for me to read it so that you explain to us whether it was right or wrong. We have, okay, so they said that, where is it? Okay. We have also gathered that the Attorney General has never initiated any meeting with Jakpa. So listen. And the only time the AG called him on the phone was in respect of an adjournment in the trial, which the AG had sought due to his absence. And he only called the accused because he could not reach the counsel via phone. It is unethical under no circumstance. So let me come to Honorable. So let me read it. Again.
What's the first statement?
So let me read it again.
Read the first statement.
We have also gathered,
yes,
that the Attorney General has never initiated any meeting.
That statement alone,
yes,
is a falsity, because your second part shows that there has been content, and this is the point.
Exactly.
So you cannot say that. Then the statement is already flawed.
Then they go on to say that, and the only time the AG called,
you do it the other way. We have only contacted, the information we have is that there has been only one contact with the AG, blah blah blah.
Yes.
With the exception of that, there has been no other contact. If you do it that way, it makes sense. You don't make a categorical never and then come with a thing that this.
Yeah.
So already,
so what they are trying to say is that they are trying to extricate themselves from this whole conversation about who organized the meeting and who didn't, because they are saying that they did not initiate the meeting, and rather the meeting was initiated by the supposed Supreme Court
even
judge
if you met the person
in the
by
house
mistake.
Exactly.
You do not talk about the case.
Yes. So that is what they are saying. But honorable,
Yeah.
there's the admission
Yes.
that a certain call was placed to Mr. Jakpa.
Yes.
Because they were not getting through to his lawyer.
But they said there was no content.
But the content of no, it's not even about that. But the content of that conversation, we do not know. Mr. Jakpa says, you called me, which you have now admitted that indeed you placed the call. And Mr. Jakpa is saying that the call was not in respect of an adjournment. The call was in respect of me providing an information that will what? That will implicate the first accused person. So are you listening to me? So if you now come and then in part you say that, oh, we placed the call to him, but it was in respect of an adjournment, then who is speaking here? So this is Daily Guide reporting.
You see,
from
the
a
problem
source.
I have is that
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I want, if this, the great guy says, according to sources, they may be wrong. So I don't take anything Gary Guide is giving us as gospel.
On the most, I take them very seriously because
well,
they belong to this government.
I agree with you. But because of the delicate nature of this matter, you see, all will be revealed within a week.
Yeah.
So let's not rush.
You see, and the reason why, and I'm coming to Solo, but the reason why it is interesting for me, and I'm happy to actually make references to this,
yes,
is because first of all, we know what Daily Guide is.
Yeah. Yes.
And we know what it represents.
Yes.
And we know the owner of Daily Guide.
Yes.
So when they come and tell me that the crocodile is dead in the river, I will believe it.
Yes.
Now,
policy.
yeah, I'll believe it. Now, in trying to bring out what they claim is the true representation of whatever the facts, they have itemized it. So
And
the first
I know
part,
that, you see, the reason I'm saying that, I wish they had said that there were statements from the Attorney General's office.
Yes.
So I want us to quote them.
Yes.
Not what they say they have reported.
Yes.
And they have, some papers have actually written the letters that were, or the statements from the AG's office.
You see,
so let's quote those.
Yeah, we'll quote it.
Not their summary of what
they say
they say it was.
This is PR.
And
So they are trying to get, maybe whoever gave them this information is trying to do PR.
Any way you look at it, it smells. It's not a good thing.
But I just wanted to bring to our attention even how they have itemized it. That is so that you know that maybe there are sources.
Yeah, they have sources.
So they said that allegation. Then they explain allegation.
Yes.
Meeting in judge's house. They explain what happened. Then they come back to truthfulness. Their truthfulness. And they mentioned. So they said that
it has come from them.
Yeah.
Jakpa didn't talk about any house.
So that's why I'm saying that
this
I
has
will
come from them.
I will believe this document.
This is why I'm so concerned.
So they said that truthfulness. They said that the source said that Attorney General stated that all he would require Jakpa to facilitate a plea negotiation was for him to cooperate by being truthful and faithful to the record of the transaction. The source said the AG told Jakpa. See, the source said the AG told Jakpa in the presence of the Justice of the Supreme Court that, for instance, he would show him the cabinet approval for the transaction which the prosecution had already tendered at the trial, and ask whether Big C with Big C, a foreign company, did not have the requisite approvals. I mean, all these things that you are telling us.
You see, the reason why it leaves a bad taste for some of us is that this is not the first time that we see someone being totally abused and misused and a grave injustice using the court system. And I'm talking of my learned senior, Chachu Gata. That was such an abysmal, I cannot even find the words, miscarriage of justice that was perpetrated.
The fast track high court that was constituted.
Not even the fast track high court that was called. How can you say that somebody who is represented by lawyers, his lawyer is not around, you want to sentence, you say he should get up and speak for himself because he's a lawyer? One of the most fundamental rules of law is that don't defend yourself. So if he has got a lawyer and his lawyer has written and informed you that I'm not available for you to do. Then the evidence that you will give, that people have, that will extricate him, you say we are not going to hear that evidence, and then you proceed to sentence.
It's terrible, huh?
And the Court of Appeal, fortunately, he was pardoned. He said no.
He wants
to be extricated.
Yeah.
Because he has not, and he took it to the Court of Appeal, and they quashed it.
Yeah.
He's clean. But why should he have had to go through that? Is the question. Why? And therefore, when statements like this come, even when we don't want to, there's no evidence, let's wait and see. It gives it some iota of credence because we have seen it happen in the past.
Absolutely.
You understand? Because of what has happened in the past, we say, so is Atu now in the same position as Statue? Jail at all costs. We will jail you at whatever happens, we are going to jail. That is what is of concern.
So I'll end with you, but let me come to Dr. Marzouk.
Well, it is very unfortunate. Once again, let me put it clear that in the midst of lawyers, I am not a lawyer. But I have worked closely with lawyers. And my little understanding of law is that the Attorney General, no matter the situation, is supposed to serve the law and not his or her appointers or employers or political party. That's what I know. You see, we do not know, just as the senior lawyer has said, we are yet to see a lot of revelations. And I, just coming from England, do not know more about this
matter, right?
But what I have observed is that this matter, in the end, will reveal a lot of issues concerning our legal system, particularly criminal justice. One of the issues that will be revealed will be persecution. Another is prosecution. So persecution or prosecution. Then there is another issue that every concerned Democrat has been talking about, the separation of the office of the Attorney General from the Ministry of Justice, so that the Attorney General, who will not necessarily be a member of a governing political party, will use the power to prosecute in the interest of the state and not in the interest of his or her employers.
But they're not letting the OSD work.
Yeah.
That's what the OSD
you see, his or her employers, his or her political party, his or her whims and caprices. You see? So these are the issues that will definitely appear.
All right.
Let me make it clear that it is very, 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 very strange to me for the Attorney General to place a call allegedly to an accused person.
How?
And then what was the motivation of the meeting? The meeting that took place involving the Attorney General, a Supreme Court judge, and the accused person. What was the motivation? I still do not know the motivation. And that is why I cannot blame anybody here. But I can raise concerns. Yes, the concerns are very serious. And I believe that the attorney, if I am the Attorney General, in fact, I will step down. Now, if I am, I'm not saying that he should step down. But if I am found in that situation, I will step down and allow independent investigation to take place. If I am vindicated, I may come back. If I am not, then I live with my integrity. What is more important in politics, or even in governance, is ability to lose honorably, or ability to gain gracefully. And if you lose honorably, you will gain gracefully. I strongly believe that the Attorney General can save the nation by either stepping down, not resigning, just step down, and then a proper investigation. And I'm using the word proper, not the kind of investigations that will lead to issuance of white papers saying that no, we don't agree or what. No, those are not the type of investigation I'm talking about. I'm talking about independent investigation that will establish the truth, to strengthen our legal system, to enhance the quality of criminal justice in this country. If not, at the end of the day, this case will deepen the culture of impunity, the culture of whimsical application of the power of the prosecution by the Attorney General, the culture of applying the powers of the Attorney General to serve just politicians or political parties and not the state. I am appealing to everybody mentioned in this case to stand to contribute to the establishment of the truth. Attorney General's office is an important institution in democratic governance and in nation building, particularly in criminal justice.
Right.
Without proper criminal justice, democracy cannot strive. I strongly believe that at the end of the day, Ghanaians will learn a lot, and whatever will happen from this case will enhance the quality of criminal justice.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Pan-African TV. You are doing a great job. The most difficult job in this country now is being an MPP communicator. This government agenda is more than World War III. Please get time and check Karachi West constituency. No development, but we have an MP who has stayed for almost 12 years. There's a lot of stuff going on. Investigate their documents and projects, please. Thank you very much. This one is from Nene Buffalo Bamflo in Lejokuku. Says, good morning to you, Bra Kwame. The following are the words they use to capture power to steal from us. Winner takes all is bad. Private sector is the engine of growth. Policy to deliver free service. Please, if a government has worked very well to create enabling environment to live well, can't businesses do well? All the pastors and professors who were crying for winner takes all, and today they are in Akufo-Addo's government and stealing left, right, center, get something to do. The work and okay, so it goes on and on and on. But thank you very much for the message this morning. This one also says, there is Honorable Attorney General and his advisors are currently in panic mode, gasping for breath as we speak. They are in a meeting with editors of some pro-MPP newspapers, desperately planning on how they can preempt and create diversions to water down the effect of the bombshell looming over Dame's head. Stories have been written and circulated among certain pro-MPP newspapers to this effect. Be on the lookout so that you don't fall for their tricks. They are just desperate and will attempt to deceive, deflect and put out half-truths and complete red herrings just to obfuscate the issues. Stay tuned for the true facts that NDC will be putting forward this week, which will expose the evil and desperate lengths that its Honorable AG and the government he represents go to victimize political opponents for cheap political goal scoring. Dame's cup is full. His day of reckoning is finally here. No amount of machinations can exculpate him from liability in this matter. From Jacob Kluche from Amfoiga Catholic Hospital. Thank you very much for your message, Kluche. This one also says, good morning to you. Oh, Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm. Alhaji Hamza, my very good friend and brother. Good morning to you, my brother. Currently, where is the whereabouts of Dr. Bawumia? I expect Dr. Bawumia to come out from his hideout to organize lectures to speak to the issue of the dollar. According to Bawumia, President Mahama was incompetent in managing the economy simply because the CD was 4 Ghana cedis to $1. So, can we today say Dr. Bawumia is super incompetent in managing the economy because today the CD is 15 cedis to $1? Dr. Bawumia, you have been quiet for too long. Come out from your hideout and speak to the issues of the CD and the dollar. K.O.D., why are you doing this to? Oh, my brother. Oh, Hamza. In Wahab, Tamale, K.O.D., my good friend. Good morning to you and your panel, especially Professor Marzouk. JM and NDC in 2025 must be diligent to prosecute all wrongdoers, and most Ghanaians are voting for NDC to prosecute them. All right, okay. You don't want the economy to be better. You want them to be just okay. All right. Good morning to you, Ghana. Great. Good morning to you, Africa. Great show. Keep it up with your choice of panels. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll activate the phone lines. I've seen how people are asking me. Good morning to you, Mr. Danso. VAR has caught AG. There's no offside here. Let the Lord deal with the dishonorable AG. Fasco from Vota region, Afifi. Solo.
VAR has caught.
VAR, Charlie.
This is law VAR. You are a lawyer. Honorable is a lawyer. I don't envy your profession at all.
Oh.
Your profession is on trial. And let me say that I've said it time without number.
You have said it too. Because AG is the leader of us.
Yes. Your profession is on trial. Look, me,
I've been diplomatic.
Yeah.
But you won't be diplomatic.
Why should I? Because you see, As a businessman, I go to court a lot. And I've been telling you some of the rulings of the court, even a class 1 people will never give it. And it's one of the activism that I want to do, that we take cases after the rulings. That one you will not be cited for contempt.
No.
And we go through it. I want to buy airtime. Then we take rulings of the court and just critique it.
No, I volunteer.
Yes, common sense. Because of the rulings. If there is no influence anywhere, Kwame, I bet you, no, law emanates from common sense.
Yes.
Any law that goes against common sense must be scrapped. You understand? So your profession is on trial, and the earlier you people fight against it,
the better.
The better.
Thank you.
Now, this whole issue came out of cross-examination. Is that not the case?
Yeah. That is so.
Now, listen to what Mr. Jakpa said in court. People are just trivializing the issue. I'm reading one paragraph of what he said. He said, "My lady," and here he was referring to the judge, I have heard that, but I want to make it clear here. Before this statement here, there was banter between himself and Attorney General, where he was accusing him. There are a lot of things he said that they didn't capture all. Here, I want to make it clear here that the Attorney General has on several occasions, we are not dealing with one, had meetings with me privately at all hours, both in person and on phone, in respect of this case, to cooperate or answer questions in a manner that will make his case better against A1, that is Atufosin. And I have refused, and I have evidence to that. And so if he is accusing me here, that I'm here to defend A1, he has brought, I'm here to defend A1, I'm coming home. Question in manner that will cooperate with. I have evidence to that event. So if he's accusing me here that I'm here to defend A1, he has brought hostilities to my doorstep, and I'm responding to the hostilities. And if he continues on this angle, I will open the Pandora box, and we will all know actually what happened. He has brought it up, and I'll give it to him. This is Jakpa speaking in court, not minding the consequence of his actions. Yes. This is someone from where I sit. If you have done psychology before, and what he was telling the judge, it means he had an evidence. Now, immediately after this, and that is why after this whole issue, the AG, his deputies, they must all leave before Ghanaians chase them there. I'm telling you, because what they have done, no matter the outcome, hey, look, it will be so difficult for them to touch Atufosin. With this expose, and you think the country would agree? Look, after that, they issued this statement, and that is why I say the deputy must immediately move. What? No, this one is clear. Yeah, boy.
But remember the other Muslims, they lead you
there. I'm coming there. I'm going to see. It's a beautiful case. These criminals in our system, they will be flushed out. You that did not take part in these whole negotiations, Deputy AG, you were the one that issued the statement. Why did Godfred Yeboah Dami refuse to sign this statement? Because you were the one being accused directly. And you were in the know as to whether or not what the man said in court was true. Cleverly, he shone away and allowed the deputy. And in this statement, they deny vehemently that there has ever been any meetings. So if it has turned out that there was indeed a meeting at a Supreme Court judge's house, then what would you be doing there as an AG? Or deputy AG. That's why I say he must immediately pack bag and baggage. And this one, Parliament should cause him to move. We cannot have an Attorney General that is untruthful, based on this statement alone. Now, Kwame, it has brought another matter. You see, for me to be able to come to you, Kwame, your house, for you to invite me, for us to be discussing a matter that is already ongoing, it means we have been doing that business for a long time. We want to know the name of the Supreme Court judge.
Yes.
And what is his business in this whole matter? We have to know. You see, we must clean and cleanse this judicial. And I'm telling you this because I know judges. Currently, I am before a judge and I know he has taken pride. But I'm just leading him on. Because I will take him on. And that is why I say, one of the activism that I want to do is that I'll be buying airtime to be discussing court rulings. They are destroying this country. The judiciary, they are destroying businesses. They are destroying human beings. When you are there as an attorney general, you are not only there for the sake of the state. Atoforce's concern must also be your concern. It is not at all cost that you seek what conviction. No, it doesn't work like that. They say when the matter is in court, we don't discuss it. And that look, from where I sit and from my business perspective, LC and his operations, Atoforce and you draw him to court in this matter. It's laughable. Anybody who has used LC before, you will be laughing at this. That what is this? But you will wait for the court to pronounce on it. Then you come and discuss it. You understand? That judge must be known. Now it has turned out. He said he never knew that the Jakpa man will come into the house. What are you talking about? You went to the house. You didn't know Jakpa will come.
So it means that they always meet.
They meet. They discuss matters. How many cases has he met that judge to turn the destinies of innocent people?
But it's a serious matter.
Look, you see, I am telling you that we have been facing it daily. Is it the case that Attorney General, all the convictions or the prosecution that he has succeeded, he has been doing this? So we must go back to all the cases that he has won and look at the judges on those cases and begin to investigate them.
You see, my brother, they had no business mentioning the judge in this matter.
Exactly.
What they needed to be doing to protect our system was to immediately remove himself, cease the prosecution, and go and do behind the scenes cleanup.
Exactly.
So look, proceed.
It's a whole matter.
This judge matter they mentioned.
I
don't know what they were thinking.
And that's what I'm saying, that there's an investigation.
I am only putting them on notice that Lance and Minor of Ghana, we are going to demand for the name of that judge. And your own ethics, it doesn't allow this. Your own ethics, that you go and discuss a matter. First of all, the judge is not the judge on the case.
He's not the trial judge.
So what it means is that that judge, the Supreme Court judge that he met, probably also have some leverage,
Of course,
on the judge sitting on the matter, and also the AG. So corruption personified. And this is your AG. Is it not sad? Kwame, are you not saddened by this issue?
so Charlie, it's a serious matter. So that explains why AG is involved in civil matters. AG, what is your
So
business?
we Adamus, and here you bring in the issue of the AG. I say he must immediately run away. That a matter that's in court, you decided to offer advice to an interested party. What was the business of the Attorney General providing advice to a journalist? What was his business? You have been doing this for a long time. What would you gain by imprisoning Atoforce if he's not culpable, if he has not done anything wrong? Politics must not be reduced to that. That because he's not with us, we must find everything, do everything possible to get him incarcerated. And so what? If it is true that by the operations,
Chachu almost died in jail.
Can you imagine?
He almost died. He ended up in hospital.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Let me activate the phone lines.
Activate it. Come on,
Let me activate the phone lines.
Let the people pour.
My time is up. By this
Find
one,
a professional
I think Amma Pratt will agree with me that at this juncture, it is important to invite our viewers into the conversation. Please put the number there. Call 0302 791 326. Call the number now and let's have a conversation. Please, I hope my speakers and everything is working. The viewers should call now. Those of you calling the WhatsApp, don't call the WhatsApp. If you call the WhatsApp, I can't pick. The number is on your screens now. Call. I'm giving you
shortcut.
No shortcut to heaven, please. Don't be like the AG. Don't have shortcut to prosecutions. Don't have shortcut to prosecution. Don't be like the AG. Don't have shortcut to prosecutions. Don't have shortcut.
Can't the Chief Justice also establish a committee?
We will not trust the committee from the Chief Justice.
No, they let Chief Justice.
Lance, no, he has served notice. You see,
Lance and Mines what we are
Solomon also has served notice. Lance and Mines wants Ghana.
Oh, what? That place, the Chief Justice, how the judiciary
Do I have a caller on the line?
The Chief Justice can clean her.
Okay, I don't have a caller yet. All right. Good morning.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Yes,
May I know your name and where you're calling me from, please? Can you speak up? I can't hear you.
yes, I'm a TV journal.
Unfortunately, we can't speak ever.
He doesn't speak. He's speaking.
Oh, speak up. Oh, proceed.
He cannot hear.
I can't understand everything, but you speak. People will
I
understand.
only understand.
No, people, others will understand.
Who's going to know?
Please, proceed.
Those who understand.
They will understand. Please proceed.
African TV.
Yum.
George,
Nkode.
F1.
Pakiri.
Ebe? Nkode.
Utupo.
Okay, we can't. Yeah, so his line is not. So please drop the call. I don't have time. So let's pick another caller. But next time when you call and you want to speak a word, Dagbani, Frafro, speak, please. We don't understand, but this Pan Africa, speak your mind. And, yes. Morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Please, can you speak up for me, sir? What's your name and where are you calling me from?
My name is Philip from Volta region.
Please proceed.
Please, why is this government treating us this way? What have we done to this government? Please, the panelists, they should try and do something about this issue. Because we don't know why this government is treating us this way. Corruption everywhere, but they're still saying that they want to break the aid. What is this? Please, let Ghanaians come to one agreement and vote out this government. Please, thank you.
Thank you very much for your call this morning. Can I pick another caller? And then, yeah. Hello. But this one says, good morning to you, Pan African Television. MPP have to bring their ancestors to vote for them. This is when they will get 34%. That one we have to consider. Good morning to 𝐀𝐅𝐑𝐈𝐂𝐀 and good morning to all my uncles. Based on experience from IMF. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay. Based on experience from IMF assessment of our economy in 2022, I want to submit that the Ghana 658.6 billion is not a true reflection of the total debt situation of the country. It may be more than that. Thank you very much for your message this morning. This one says, good morning to you, Brakwame. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
𝐀𝐅𝐑𝐿, good morning.
I like your energy. Good morning. How are you? What's your name? Where are you calling me from?
𝐀𝐅𝐑𝐿, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling me from?
Mommy, please, I thank you for this opportunity. I'm calling you from Otinidi, close to Valley View University.
Okay, please lower the
And my
volume on
name
your
is
TV
Moses.
set. Lower the volume on your
Please.
TV and speak to us.
I want to find out that 𝐀𝐅𝐑𝐿, please. Yes, 𝐀𝐅𝐑𝐿, please. What is going on in this country? I sit down and ask myself, Ghanaians, do we know what is the weight of what is going on in this country? State lands have been captured by these NPP people and they are looting and share. Very soon we'll be importing water. Water is already under full importation and now it's going to be more because right now, if I sit down and look at what is going on in this country, 𝐀𝐅𝐑𝐿, I cry for my soul and for my children, if not my children's children. 𝐀𝐅𝐑𝐿.
I'll call this morning. Let's pick another caller on the show. Thank you. I'm grateful, but thank you very much because of time. Apologies. But yeah, next caller. Hello, good morning. Hello. See the calls, they are coming. Hello? Yeah, jamming. Hello, good morning. Oh. Okay, right. Hello? Hi, good morning. Please, may I know your name, where you're calling me from?
I'm Joe from Mamobi.
Okay, Joe, let's go.
Yeah. Me the make a tree.
Joe Manenko,
Okay.
why?
say my new court judges no, because some of the case called more. Now my iron way, me Kaiser, one of the MPV taking my side. Controversy about home, that issue, our court is still, but there were, I think, no, almost can 10 them, that case is too, and also pending. The almost international judges, no, it will be able to send on now. If you go to a time now, you control Ghana BMO. Because the right thing must be done. And you said, the Umbayu, the Antenna, the way the Antenna to a share, Obia and country, Obia and country. Do stage the appeal, you sequence, and tell you because almost Kai say. So far, some judges, no, you almost for your classmates before. And you move your idea much in your mind first.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm sure. That will be fear the idea myself. But thank you. That's all. I can't pick any more calls. But thank you very much, Honorable Alex Sebefia, for your time this morning. I appreciate your presence. Thank you. Solo, thank you very much. Solo is the President, Lands and Mines Watch Ghana. And also a leading member, Movement for Change. Dr. Barazok, thank you for your time. I want to say a big thank you to those who found the time to watch us and those who managed to call us. I think that henceforth we'll be activating the phone lines, getting to the tail end of the show so you can also join in the conversation. But thank you very much for those for watching us this morning. My name is Kwame Owusudan, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Truly African.